When that is done, we allow the system to run. We are able to sponsor people who will have certain codes they abide by for the coming elections. Those are the people sponsored by us, the people of Nigeria, that can come and do the will and the biddings of the people of Nigeria.
So you think in the face of all that there is now, it's still possible to get a people or a group of people that can come out to serve the people and not serve themselves?
There are so many. There are so many. One of the greatest things that happened to me as being the national chairman of Young Democratic Party was coming in contact with a rare set of Nigerians in the majority. I came in contact with a man like Fela Durotoye, who says Nigeria will be a preferred destination by the year 2025, and he's giving his life to it, and he's mobilizing young people all over. I came in contact with a lady like Yemi of Enough is Enough. She's giving her life. She's activating the people for good governance, for transparency. I came in contact with Adamu Ahmed in, Balami, Comrade Balami, Rethink Nigeria. I came in contact with so many people that are leading millions of Nigerians to say, look, we can do things right. And what we want to do is get these people together, give them the support that they need, and let them activate. We want to be able to network with NBA to give us a version of the Constitution that is 15 pages, that an average Nigerian. We want to be able to print 2 million copies of this little pamphlet of Constitution that you can go through. At least, as you sit here, you'll be shocked that an average man, educated, working in the bank, in the oil sector, does not know how many sections we have of the Constitution. What section 1 says. I'm not talking of all the details and intricacies. I'm talking of the basics. How do you start to own Nigeria when you know nothing about Nigeria?
Okay.
So we want to start to activate that base.
Let's just anchor it at this point. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back and continue the conversation.
Thank you, sir.
Go. Welcome back. Our closing moments with Mr. Ezekiel Nyah-Etok, and I believe Mark do have some questions for Mr. Etok.
Yes, I do, Nyasha. Thank you. I was just going to ask Mr. Etok, how does this education apply in a place like Rivers, where it would seem that the people did not exactly have control over the process?
In Rivers, it's not going to be a short run. It's going to be a long haul kind of enlightenment. That's why we are starting very early, very, very early, 2 years. Not too early, but not late, like waiting for the last few months. We are starting early to let Nigerians know that you can't expect anything different from what's going on, but you can institute a new order. And you tell them, one of the very exciting things that we are doing, we are coming up with, starting from January 1st, Nigerians are going to see the whole of 2017 amazing, things, alternatives, options. And a lot of times you are going to see people like pointing that to you, Nigeria first, Nigeria first. We're setting up platforms. For instance, with Rethink Nigeria Rebirth Group, they are coming up with what they call the mansion, the political mansion. They are bringing 37 most brilliant Nigerians into a mansion for 60 days. And we are going to see them rebirth a new country, take up healthcare, take up housing, take up the different aspects, the economy, the foreign policy, chew them, digest them, and bring up a new concept and all those things. And the first prize is going to something level of 200 million. It's big business. Let Nigerians see visually who a governor is, who a chief executive is, how somebody acts on. We want to visually give Nigeria what is possible, not just talk about it. And at the end of 60 days, we are going to evolve what you call a working document or an agenda for Nigeria. Because as of today, we ask ourselves, what's the agenda for Nigeria? The Nigerians can evolve an agenda for Nigeria. We don't need to have constitutional conference. We can afford that. But we can use the social media. We can use things that people can relate to. Instead of watching Big Brother and naked women having a bath and all those things, we can engage as a nation in really cerebral, analysis of our situation and come up. And I'm looking forward to bodies like the MTN, the GLOW, the corporate organizations coming in to help build the Nigeria project. So when the people of Rivers see that this is how things could be, they will walk along that line. And I know as we wind down, let me say this. I was moved when a man listening to me somewhere came to me and said, I'm selling my house in Lagos. I want to invest in this project. I'm tired. And you give me hope. It was on this seat that I sat that a man very well respected in this country, in his old days, said, let the army come back. He was not calling for the army to come back. He was trying to paint a graphic picture of how it's almost hopeless. But we've come to say that it is either the army comes back, which we don't want, or there is a revolution which you cannot control, or we set up a system where we have guided deregulation. And that's what we want to do. And I look forward to Mr. President, who means well and says, this is what I want, a transparent Nigeria, being able to network with us and say, please give us what it takes for us to have a Nigeria that works.
A fantastic place to wrap up the show this midweek. Achieving incredible elections. Ezekiel Nyaitok, former chairman, Young Democratic Party, many thanks for speaking with us today. It's a wrap on the show, and I would like to say many thanks for being such nice company. I'm Sulaiman Alede.
I'm Nelta Ebe.
Thank you, Amaokwe Ogun.
The Mountaintop University undergraduate admission 2016-2017 academic session is on. The university invites application from all eligible candidates for admission. Each candidate is expected to have a minimum of 5 credits at O level, including mathematics, English language, and any other 3. WAEC, NECO resource or equivalents are